Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So on my channel, I'm going to start doing some storytime videos of different experiences. And today's video, I'm going to start off with talking about my experience meeting Britney Spears in Las Vegas at her Piece of Me show. So my friend Karen and I purchased tickets to see Britney Spears at her Piece of Me show. I've never seen Britney Spears ever before, so this was kind of a dream come true to go see her in Las Vegas. So I purchased my tickets back in, I think it was February. So at the end of the purchase on Ticketmaster, I donated to the Britney Spears fundraiser for Louisiana School Boards Association on CrowdRise. And fast forward a few months later, in May, 2 weeks prior to our show was on May 10th, I got an email 2 weeks prior that I had won 2 tickets to see Britney Spears in Vegas, as well as 2 meet and greets. So at that time, after I got the email, I was freaking out. I didn't know this was a real thing. Did I really win the prize? But I did get my W-9 form and other paperwork notarized just saying that I am the official winner and I couldn't resell this prize to anybody else. That it had to be me going to this event. So I turned that all in, and we were through contact through email, and they were very quick to answer all my questions through CrowdRise. And about a week later, they gave me information about where to meet at, no later than 8 o'clock by the high limit slots at Planet Hollywood, and to pick up my tickets prior to the meet and greet. So on show day, we did show up to the high limit slots, and we had picked up our tickets at the box office prior. And we actually bought tickets before, because that's how I entered the contest. I purchased tickets, so we ended up selling those on Ticketmaster. But our tickets were now section 105, so kind of the middle of the theater, which were great seats. They were so close to Britney. And we got there about 7:30 and there was nobody there. We were the only ones, and finally people started to show up. And security came, they asked us for a name, they checked our name off the list, and they gave us a wristband and told us to wait there a little longer, and then we would start the process of getting ready to meet Britney. So then security led us to the front of the theater. So we went through the metal detectors, and we had to put our phones up in our wallets, and then we got into the theater. And then her security guard told us that we needed to wait a few more minutes till everyone got through. Then after that, they transferred us to the front of the stage, and we met another group of people which were doing the meet and greet as well. And at that time, we were with the other group of people going to meet Britney Spears for about 10 minutes. And then they transferred us outside by the stage door. And that's where we met Britney Spears' assistant, Felicia, and we went over a lot of the rules about how to meet Britney, what to do and what not to do, and how we could put our hand around her waist or her shoulder, but no bear hugging. And just to get, as close as possible to take a good picture with Britney, but to still kind of give her some space. Felicia also explained to us that Britney was very shy, that she's, so energetic and so, not shy on stage, but in person she is shy and she feeds off of energy. So if you're going in kind of scared, Britney's going to kind of give you that same vibe. But if you're going in, positive, cheerful, Britney's going to give you that back. So I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, better not freak out now. I better keep it calm because I don't want Britney getting scared or freaking out. So after all the rules have been read to us by Felicia, she looks down at her notepad and she goes, "It's Matthew Molina here." And I'm like, okay, that's me. Like, what does she want? And I just said, that's me. And I kind of raised my hand. And she just thanked me so much for donating to the foundation, and that, really meant a lot. And she reminded me not to leave without getting a signed poster by Britney, that she wanted me to remind her throughout the night so she wouldn't forget. So I was like, okay, and then everyone started clapping, and I was like, thank you. Like, I was just so shocked. I didn't realize she was going to call me out like that, but not in a bad way. Call me out in a good way. So then Britney's other security guard came in and kind of gave us the same rules again with Britney. And they did explain to us that if we stayed around after we took our photo with Britney, the photographer would check the photo, and if we were blinking, we could go back and take another picture of Britney. So that was pretty neat. So then it was finally time to go through another security check, and we did take everything out of our pockets, and we went through a metal detector, and we waited in line in this little room, and there was security all in there, just watching us. And then finally they opened the stage door, and you could see the backdrop. It was a white backdrop, and you could see Britney's shadow. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's right there. So it kind of went quick, and they would call kind of two at a time. One would go kind of on the stage, and the other would be at the bottom of the ramp. And at the bottom of the ramp, Felicia was there, and she pulled me aside, and she said, hey, don't let me forget to give you the poster at the very end. I was like, okay, I won't let you forget. Then I asked her, I was like, hey, does my guest, Karen, does she get a poster too? And she goes, no, I'm sorry, sweetie. I was like, oh no, I'm sorry, I probably misunderstood. And then she did the sweetest thing. She said, you know what, let me see what I can do. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, Felicia. She was so sweet the whole time. She was with us the whole time before we met Britney. Then it was time to meet Britney. So they pulled me to the front, and I'm up the ramp, and I'm just waiting there with security kind of holding me back. And I'm like, I'm not going to do nothing. And then it's my turn. So I go and I turn the corner, and Britney, she looked so beautiful. She was very tall. She had some heels on, and she was wearing black lace. And I kind of went and hugged her, and I said, hey Britney, nice to meet you, I'm Matthew. And she goes, nice to meet you too. And we took a photo. I put my hand around her waist, and she put her hand around my shoulder. And after that she said, enjoy the show tonight. And I was like, thank you, I will. And I walked back to the back, and that was it. So fast. So meeting Britney was so amazing. It was a dream come true. She was super shy, like how they said. You could just tell, you know, just how she was standing. But, you know, she really did, you know, engage and, you know, talk a little. And she did, you know, get really close for a picture, which the picture came out great. I'll show you a little later. But after we waited around until the photographer checked all the photos to make sure we didn't close our eyes or blink, and the photos went out good. So then we left and we went back to the theater and waited for the show. So the show was so good. That's my first time ever seeing Britney Spears perform in person. It was amazing. We had great seats, and it was just overall a great night. At the end of the show, we met in the back of the theater with Felicia, and they did have kind of this little binder that had her picture there. We would go and pick them out. And inside of it, we just have, you know, the photo of the show, kind of like the promotional pictures. And on this side, the picture of me and Britney, which came out really good, I think. And then it also comes with another card where you can go online and download that and have, you know, your own copy to upload to social media or anywhere you desire. After we got our photo, Felicia pulled me aside and told me, hey, here's your poster signed by Britney. And she was super sweet, and she got my friend Karen another poster signed by Britney, and it was just so sweet. She didn't really have to do that, but she did, and she was so sweet about it. We got a picture I'll show at the end as well. And she hugged us, you know, just thanked us again, and overall just so sweet. So such a great show, and I'm planning on doing it again, maybe this year, since this is the final year for Britney in Vegas. Allegedly. I feel like she'll be back somewhere else though. This is how the poster looks like. I kind of put it together in a frame. I kind of put like my hotel key, wristband, ticket. She signed it over here in this corner. So overall, it was such a great experience meeting Britney Spears. I highly recommend donating to the Britney Spears fundraiser for the Louisiana School Board Association on CrowdRise to enter a chance to meet Britney Spears and get really good seats. So, you know, you can do that through Ticketmaster. Check off my bucket list, meeting Britney Spears, and I hope to see her later this year. So stay tuned. I'm going to have other Storytime videos coming up soon. Other Storytime video I have coming up is my Airbnb experience, which was kind of crazy. And another one is my crazy roommate. Part 1 and 2, because I got 2 crazy ones. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching. Subscribe, leave a comment down below, and thank you for watching my video.